Welcome back everybody to Nails of Interest. Today I accidentally broke my nail. I've got it way beyond the skin. It hurts so bad. But I was what do you say? Challenged to show how I do this on my channel. So here we go. This is actually the first time ever that I've had to repair damage. Usually I start from about this length of a nail. So this is a new challenge for me. Sit back and relax and we'll watch me play. I won't be talking too much. I will show you that first of course, get everything off your nails. Clean your cuticles. Lightly buff the surface. As you see, it's pretty buffed already. Use some good dehydrator. I've been using Maya's Secret since I started doing my nails. Love it. I will also be applying their Extra Bond, the no burn. Hopefully it doesn't burn. We'll really put this to the test this time. All these I purchased on Amazon. This is the system that I've been using since I first started doing my own extensions. And yes, I do regular forms. I use the Luxio line, or I'm sorry, the accent. I use the accent lines. This is actually a professional brand, but the nailhub.com will sell to the general public. They have a YouTube channel as well. The adhere is the first layer that I'll be putting on. This is what binds it to your actual nail bed. You have to have this layer. It only comes in these tiny pots, little 7 gram, 0.25 ounce pots. This is needed. This is your strength layer. I used their balance just because I like it better. Here's the nail I lost. After I tried clipping it down, it didn't work. This is the enhanced layer. It's a little bit more viscous, so it'll self-level out a little nice. If I run into trouble, I do have my Luxio. This is a soak off builder gel that if I get into trouble, I can always even everything out at the end. First, I already buffed it. I've already pushed my cuticles back. I'll start by adding the primer, or dehydrator, I'm sorry. Dehydrate it very, very well. Try not to get it on your skin too much, especially if you have allergies. I would probably even recommend a latex barrier if you have allergies. And yes, this stuff does burn when it gets into your cut. It's not intended to be used on open wounds, but I was challenged to do the repair. Again, this is Maya's Secret. I always put a layer of Extra Bond on just in case. The first time I didn't actually do it, didn't have any problems, but I've been using it ever since because my nails were rather short the first time. I've been growing them extra long. This one just got way too long on me. I didn't pay attention. Just apply that, let it dry. I recommend having some high-grade alcohol on hand, isopropyl alcohol. I use the 99%. It works a lot better than something low like 70%. Have some no-lint wipes handy. If you're going to attempt this, lay everything out before you begin in the order that you're going to use it. My lamp's over here, out of view. I'm trying to keep my pots out of here. Okay, this is my favorite brush of all. There it goes in focus. It's the square end brush. Fairly decent bristles. It's still tacky from my last fill-in. Or infill. Got everything handy. And I'll just go ahead and begin with the adhere layer. I'll try to explain as I go. Hopefully I will get this correct. I'm trying to remember my steps as this is only the third time ever doing my nails. The adhere layer this is the only one that you're going to scrub into your nail bed a little bit. Well, as much as you can. Don't touch your skin. If you do, wipe it off with alcohol immediately. Since this is what bonds it, you really want to get it into that nail bed. as much as possible. It's going to be really tricky for me since I've got no nail hanging over whatsoever. Since this is what makes it stick, I'll be curing that for about 30 seconds. Probably doesn't need that long, but I want to make sure. Getting my extra tools out of the way for now. I always like to turn the light away from me while I'm doing this, just because I am sitting close to eye level to the light. I'm using my trusty Sun One UV LED nail lamp, the combo lamp that I reviewed before. Okay, it's all bonded. I call it bonded. It has the adhere layer on it. Now you're going to watch me attempt to put a form on a damaged nail. Normally I can just stick them on so easily. Normally they go on right underneath the nail. Quite easy with gel. All you got to do is make sure the bottom is in the right place. This is a little bit trickier. I may have to custom fit this, depending how bad my damage is. Because you do not want to get it on your skin. This is worse than doing my dominant hand. I mean, this is worse, trust me. I can do my dominant hand a lot easier than this. Okay, most of you are going to say, hey, you ain't got that form on right. To me, it doesn't even matter if it's straight, as long as I file it straight afterwards. Okay, I'm using the balance. That's the base of your nail in this I don't know what you call it. This brand's this is the first step or the second step in this brand's formulations. You just go ahead and put on your extension, tie it into, just lay it down and tie it into, I don't have it right. Keep that form down. That's the hardest part in hard gels, is keeping that form flat, especially when you have no nail under there. Okay. Got it. I should have cut it, but I think it'll work. I'll hold it down when I get to that part. Normally I just put it across here. I don't even care what the guides are. As long as the base is level, it'll be fine. It's so tricky doing it with damaged nail. But I have no nail techs near me that do hard gel nails, and I can't afford it. When I'm normally doing it, I just press it up with this finger against the bottom of the edge. I'm a little distracted by this camera. I just sit back and watch me work, and I'll just be quiet. Oh, I'll be quiet. Just a thin layer is all you need to get on the form and on the nail the first time. And it's only a 5-second flash cure. Don't go smooshing it around, or just lightly mush it. I call it mushing it. You wet the whole nail up first, which is what I'm trying to do as I'm trying to form. Trying to do a second step while I'm doing the first step, which I don't usually do. I can already tell I'm going to have to do some repair work underneath. Mostly what I'm trying to get right now is just get it attached. The little extension, very thin, it's going to be paper thin. I'm just trying to get it to attach to the nail right now, and then I'm going to remove this form out of my way and get on with business. This does self-level out. I haven't had it run into my cuticles yet on this layer. I've got it plenty long. I tend to forget the back side of my nail. Very crucial part. Don't forget your back side. I'm holding the form down with my finger because it is a severely damaged nail. You will know as soon as you take it out whether you've got it cured. You've got it attached. Because there's no need, normally there's no need but a 5-second flash cure. I've got my lamp turned away. I'm going to do a few more seconds then. A few more than 5 seconds. Okay. Let's remove this. Okay, that's good. Toss that in the trash. Okay, as you can see, I've got the nail on. It's lumpy and bumpy. Don't worry about it. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I'm used to doing this much closer to myself. As you can imagine, it's very hard to film. Remember, don't expose these bottles to... I'm gonna give that a full... Okay, I have it out of the lamp. I'm wiping off the tacky layer real quick. This is where I differ from the pros, because I'm not very good at finish filing. I want to get some of the lumps down first. So you have to remove the tacky layer. Since it's a little hard for me to do, I'm going to do this off camera. I'll be right back. Sorry about not including you in on that. I used a medium tip bit, ceramic bit. I just finish filed right through here. I avoided the tip area because that is still very, very paper thin. Okay, I've wiped it off. Double wipe it with alcohol. I cleaned up the powder dust all around me. I had to bring it close into myself, that's why I couldn't film it. I'm going to have a big problem there, I see. But this is where our enhanced layer comes in. It's quite nifty. It is a lot more fluid. I don't even know if you can see this. It is a lot more viscous than the balance layer. This is a do-it-yourselfer's best friend. Well, second best friend. I've got another best friend. Here you'll put down a wetting layer. Wetting, like a wet layer, like water wet. You'll just, sorry, I'm really used to doing this practically in my lab. Put down a layer everywhere. Just push it around. Drag it, push it, whichever way you want to do it. Just don't cause bubbles. So far, I've only had lifting when I've injured my nail. This is the first major injury that I've had. So at least my adhering methods do work quite well. Although my shaping leaves a lot to be desired. But I haven't taken any classes on this. Just watching fellow YouTubers. Several channels do this. Tends to be a lot more acrylic people out there. I can't use acrylic. I can't stand the monomer odor. Plus I do have pets in the house. Wouldn't want to expose them to it. A little bit more. Trying to get the thickness of the remaining thickness that I missed earlier. This is more of a layer to smooth things out, so there's a lot less finishing filing to go on. I do have one more trick that I love. I didn't have it the first time. I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. LED combo lamp. This is UV LED curable gel. I was doing this back when I only had a tiny Sally Hansen LED lamp. It works fine. I've got to do this hand. I do this hand. These 3 nails are all done by me. My real nails have actually grown into it. Except for this one, I broke that one off in a weird filing experiment I was doing. And this stuff is super, super tacky. Yep. I'm adding some more alcohol. I tell you that 99% alcohol is worth it. Compared to I had started with 70%. Oh, the stickiness. I removed the sticky layer with the lint-free wipe. You don't want lints in there. I've had all sorts of little stuff get in there the first time I did this. You do want a lint-free wipe. I'm going to file this, the finished edge, and I'll check on the finished filing. But let Let me try to do it on camera. See if I can do a little bit of e-filing on camera. I'm still getting used to my new e-file. Which way to hold it. It's very difficult to put it on camera. Let me start with leveling off the surface a little bit. Just touch it very lightly. I'm still getting used to which way is forward, which way is reverse in this thing. You guys don't want to know what I used to use. Needless to say, it came from the hardware department, not the beauty department. But this has saved me so much time. See, I don't bother to put it in reverse. I just turn my hand. If you get eye kickbacks, you know you've turned your hand the wrong direction. Again, I've only done 2 full sets of nails on my hand and 2 repair jobs. This is my most major repair I've ever done. And this is actually the first time using this bit, other than just the scratch off gel polish. And I forgot to use the base coat. The peel off base coat, that is. I rub it to test if it's smooth. This isn't my finish file. This is just to get it. Now this is where I have problems remembering which way to go. If it sounds like that, you're going the wrong way. Gotta slow it down a little bit. These things are wicked. It is such an awkward angle that I'm working at right here. Such a tight space. Y'all just wouldn't believe it. Oops. It's hard to watch camera and do this. Kudos to the nail techs that actually can film themselves doing this. See, I'm getting kickback. See, I do this no way. So I even go like this. I like it when I have my nail underneath so I can judge where I'm going with this. It's my first time using this bit too, so it's a little odd. Usually I use a mandrel. I'm going to try a slightly oval shape. It's always tricky getting those little corners. You don't want to take too much off. Oops, see, I got kickback. See what I got kickback? That means I was putting it in the wrong direction. I should have had it in reverse. But I'm a little too lazy to put it in reverse. Because I'm going back and forth because I'm not a pro. Read my channel description. I am not a pro, people. I don't know where that glitter just came from, honestly. The things that come up. You can tell it is a nice hard nail. It's just not at the pretty stage yet. And this is my first repair job ever. I will do a better video later when I'm not having to do such a drastic repair. I missed a little spot there. This is still a medium coarse bit. I'm not trying to finish file it yet. Just trying to get it down to where it's reasonably good. I'm dusting off my nail, getting rid of the dusties. Checking. It is nice and hard. I've got a little bit of gap there. I will fill it in. No problem. Gels work wonderfully. You can layer them. Can't even tell that you did a boo-boo. You can put extra on it, but that's a lot of filing, so try to wipe it off. Try to touch this area up a little bit. See, I always mess up this side. Eventually I'll fix that. Yeah. Okay, I have it cured. I've got it filled in pretty good. I love how these brushes, you can lay them down and they don't touch anything. Kudos to the brush makers out there that thought to make the handles nice and thick. Again, I'm going to wipe it off. Make sure you get all the sticky off. So it just gums up your file. You can tell right away where it's smooth at. my brush out of the way so I don't get any gunk on it. Let me try to file this. Again, this is a medium coarse bit. A professional wouldn't even have to file this much. But like I said, it's only my second set of nails. Well, I did my second set of nails. I'm wearing my second set of nails. This is my second repair on that second set of nails. Usually, the first time I didn't let them stay on that long to where they grew out. I wanted to do a design where they were clear underneath, so I redid them. Next time I redo them all, I'm going to try to do an encapsulation since it's not turning out too bad. I have encapsulated several flowers into my very first design. On this finger, I encapsulated flowers in my very first gel application. Didn't turn out too bad. Okay, I think I'm ready for a couple of finishing steps. Again, get all the sticky and the dust off. I'm switching out my bit ahead of time to a finer bit. Don't want to accidentally pick up the coarse bit. I love that these things are, I cannot even really tell the difference between them. I took them out of the package and can't remember which is which. Let's cross our fingers that is the finished file. Still doesn't look like much, but the Accents brand has a Luxio line that this can be used even over regular nails. This is a soak off, so what I do with this will come off with acetone. But I'm just going to add a little extra layer to make it a little bit easier. You can pretty much apply it like polish, but it is buildable. You can build it right up on top. So say you made your extensions, but you didn't get a good apex going. You can add an apex to it, which is I'm doing now. This is very, very fluid. This is the one where you will have to turn your nail upside down for a few seconds. Let it self-level out. It'll make a perfect apex for you. If you do it really, really well, very minimal finish filing. Look at that. Not bad for my first major repair job. Nuke it. It's always a 60-second nuke when you're doing a thick layer. If you do it really thick, it will burn. Okay, that is very smooth. Again, dipping into the alcohol. Get that inhibition layer off really, really, really well because we won't be using any more gel. As it's practically, don't even need a finish file, but polishes stick much better if you do a finish file. And here's my attempt to finish file in front of the camera. Wish me luck, everybody. I love these bits because look, they don't actually hurt. It looks scary, but they don't hurt. Again, I'm not an expert at all on finish filing. I don't know much of what I'm doing at all. That's why I love that Luxio layer. You don't need to do a whole lot. It's kind of like cheating. If you're going to start with gels for the first time, I urge you to get something like that. I've seen others called gel in a bottle. As long as it says that it's very viscous, very fluid, very self-leveling. You want the most self-leveling there is, the very top layer. It makes it so much nicer. The first time I did it, I like to clean up under here a little bit. That's pretty much my finished nail. I'm going to just slightly scrub the surface now. And really, I'm actually better at it than this. Just not finish filing or forming that edge, because first of all, I can't even remember. I can't make up my mind ever which kind of shape I want. Square, oval. I'd love to have ballerina, but I just can't have that long of nails. I'm just really scrubbing the surface. That seems like a waste. But I tried it with just the builder gel in a bottle, and polishes don't like to adhere to it very good. I'm sure there's going to be some pros out there saying, oh my gosh, she's messing up. But this is on my nails. I can do whatever I want. As long as it don't hurt myself. Okay. Now if you need to, you can always clean up underneath. But I actually lucked up this time. I don't have anything up underneath my nail. I did a very good job getting it where it didn't stick to my skin. When you're done, I like to wipe off my brushes really good. The handle gets sticky if you're messy like me. Clean off your handle, clean off your pots with the alcohol, and just one slight wipe. Don't bother to clean this up. It really keeps the bristles soft and supple for next time. If anything got out of shape, you just reform it and put the metal cap back on, and it's good to go for next time. So that's how I fix a broken nail. I hope you enjoyed this little DIY tutorial. See you here next time. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up.